In this video, I'm going to show you different ways to edit your data and save your data. So right now, I'm working with Tableau desktop. And as you can see, this is kind of like the data right here. And I'm going to start by showing you how to change the data type. So if you click on something like state, you'll see different options of how to manipulate this. So you could change the data type to something like date, and of course this won't be accurate. And from here we could change the data type to string. Now if we go to something like shift date, we could change it to date and time. As you can see, the icon changes to indicate that this is date and time. But let's change it back to just date, and we could even change this into a string. And you can see the icon changes to indicate this has been changed into a string. So that's how you change the type of data that something is. The state right here is a geographic data, but I could go to geographic row and tell you that this is a county, for example. Or I could change this back into a state. And in future videos, we'll learn how to work with geographic data. You can also put stuff in folders to help you group things together. So to create a folder, you right click and you click on create folder. And let's call this location. And to add things to this folder, you can drag and drop, or you could click something and then click on control and click and hold control on your keyboard and select something else and then drag it into the folder. Or you could right click, go to folders, add to folder, and add to the location folder. So that's how you create a folder to help you group things in Tableau, and that's how you add things to your folder. And if you have multiple folders, you could come here and then you could do something like group by folder to help you group things by folder. As you can see, F is before L and it groups it like that. You could change something from dimension to measures and from measures to dimension. So I could come here and go on something like shipping costs, or let's do quantity. And then I could do convert to dimension. As you can see, quantity has been added to dimension. And you can go to something like order date, right click, and you can go to something like segment, right click, and convert to measure. As you can see, it has been converted to measure. Now this is not incorrect because this is a category, it's not a measure. So I'm going to change it back, and I'm going to find quantity and change it back to measure. Alright, and of course quantity in this case is a continuous value, but I can convert it to a discrete value. And once I do that, as you can see, the icon is now green to indicate that this is a discrete value as opposed to a continuous value. And let's change it back to continuous. You could also change the default data type. So if I take cells here and put it in text, as you can see, this is what the default format for cells is, but we can change this. So if you go to cells, you can right click or you can click this drop down menu, then you go to default properties, and there are different default properties that you can change. So let's change the number format and let's put it in currency, and we want it to be 2 decimal places, and we want it to be displayed in thousands, and let's click OK. As you can see, the default format for cells has been changed, and we could change this again. Let's put it at 0 decimal places and click OK. As you can see, this changes. The default format for cells changes. So whenever you're working with cells data, it's always going to be formatted this way. And as you can see here, there are different default properties that you could change. So we could total by average. And if we remove this here and then go back to put this back in detail, as you can see, it automatically defaults to average instead of sum. If we put this in detail again and remove this, it automatically defaults back to sum. So those are some of the changes you could make to your data. Now, like I said earlier in earlier video, whatever changes you make here is actually made in Tableau. The changes are not made in your local file connection. So if we go back to the data source here, so this is one of the other difference between Tableau Public and Tableau Desktop. So I'm in Tableau Desktop right now, and from here you can choose if you want a live connection, if you want your data source here to be connected to your remote data source, or if you want to extract this data from your remote data connection. So whatever changes you make, if you're in Tableau Desktop, whatever changes you make here can be saved. So whenever you import this data again, you'll be able to have things exactly the way you want it. And to do that, you go to data, and this is the data we are connected to. And from here, you could do add to saved data sources. And if you are trying to save a data source, it's saved as a .tds data source. Alright, and from here, let's just click on save. Now if we go back to the Tableau welcome page, your saved data sources are going to be right here. And you don't have this option in Tableau Public, but you have this option in Tableau Desktop. And from here, you could click on your saved data sources, and as you can see, we have the data source. So let me rename this. That's how you rename your data source. And as you can see, the changes that we made earlier here, so this was the original one, and this is the saved data source. The changes that we made here are still here. So the changes that we made earlier here are still here. So that's how you work with a saved data source. You could also save things to the server. So if you go back to this original connection and we go to data, and you can choose between the two connections that you have. So let's go back to the original connection that we had, and from here you could extract your data, you could replace the data source, and of course you could export this data into a CSV file, or you could publish to server, and from here to ask you to connect your server if you have a server connection. If you want to save this to Tableau Online, just click on Tableau Online, and then to ask you to log into Tableau Online. Now, if you are in Tableau Public, you don't have any option for saved data source. So I'm just trying to make this clear. If you're in Tableau Public, you can't have a saved data source because you can't save things locally, right? So if you are in Tableau Public, right, if you make changes here to your data source, if you go to data, there's no option for you to save it as a data source connection. But one thing you could do, and there's no option for you to save it to server either. But one thing you could do is you could export data to the CSV. And once you export your data to CSV, you could convert your CSV file into Excel file and then import it again. But just know that your changes here can't be saved like the way you'll be able to do it in Tableau Desktop. And just to recap real quick, in Tableau Desktop, you could create folders. You could put things inside the folders to help you organize your workspace. You could change the default properties. You could change the data type. You could change the geographic role of something. And whatever changes you make here can be saved to a saved data source by going to data and then clicking on add to save data sources. Or you can publish it to the server or export your data to CSV. And on the next video, we are going to cover what changes Tableau can handle to the source data. See you on the next video.